All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to talk about the lightweight division. Gervonta Tank Davis being called out by Keyshawn Davis. Gotta love it. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to talk about the lightweight division, a absolutely terrific fighter and another absolutely terrific fighter have caused a stir when one has, I don't know if I would call it a call out, but people are interpreting it as calling out the other, and that is Keyshawn Davis, the Olympic silver medalist, calling out or saying that he's looking forward to a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, the multi-divisional champion, the current WBA regular champion. Interesting stuff. Before I get into and Gervonta Tank Davis's camp responded. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a longtime subscriber to the channel or a recent subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for your support. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. All right, so word came out today. Excellent video by another channel, Blue Blood Sports TV, where he talked about Keyshawn Davis saying that he wants to fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. I talked about it on my live stream, and in my live stream, there are people from the camp of Gervonta Tank Davis that were in the comment section. Definitely make sure you guys follow me so that you guys can get to the live stream. There's a lot of different boxing camps that come by. You have really good conversations in the live streams. They made a comment about it, and they agreed with my assessment of the situation. And in short, it is this. Keyshawn Davis is a terrific fighter. He's 5-0. Just got a knockout in his last fight that he had on the undercard of the Shakur Stevenson fight against Oscar Valdez. I've heard a lot of buzz about Keyshawn Davis it's been several years now, pretty much since he turned pro and before he actually won his Olympic silver medal. I watched him pretty much all the way through the Olympics, every opportunity that I could get, and he's a very, very strong, very talented fighter. I think that, eventually he definitely is going to become a world champion. He looks like, every fight that I've seen him fight, he looks like he's gotten better. He showed a lot of improvement between the fight that I saw him the last time out and this time out. Not looking like somebody that came into the, that is adjusting to the professional style. Looks like a full-blown professional fighter. Very, very strong, talented, big puncher. At the same time, slick, calculating, knows what he's doing in the ring. Definitely looks like, an absolute top tier talent, and something that I think you can expect from him for several reasons. One of them is that he's with Top Rank. He works in Terrence Crawford's camp. He works with Shakur Stevenson. So, that's just a lot of really good influences on the kid. And I'm sure he's going to be an absolutely terrific fighter. Him wanting to fight Gervonta Tank Davis anytime within, I would say, the next 2 years or to 3 years, in my personal opinion and in the opinion of Gervonta Davis's camp, would be career suicide because he's just not ready for that. And let me tell you why I say that. And I don't really think that many people should have too hard a time understanding where I'm coming from. He is right now, I do believe he's still fighting 6-round fights. He is fighting guys. He has 5 professional fights. And each one of the guys that he's fought to date did not have very many fights, pretty much just food, giving him food, getting him used to being a professional, right? Getting him used to coming underneath the lights, right? All of that good stuff. He's out of the amateur system, right? Just getting him used to being a prospect, right? And that's what he is. He's a prospect. trying to get him to the contender status. The fight that he had against the guy last weekend was against a guy who, even though I think he was his best competition on paper. But if you look at his record, I think he was like 17-1 or something like that. But this was the first fight that he had fought out of Mexico. And he himself, what looked like his resume was pretty padded. He really didn't know what to do with Keyshawn Davis, and even if he did, he wouldn't have been able to do anything with him. Keyshawn Davis is just an entirely different level fighter than that guy. Now, a jump from that level of competition up to a pound for pound fighter is such a profound leap that it would be extremely dangerous for Keyshawn Davis to do that, anytime within the next 2 years. I would say that Keyshawn Davis is probably not going to be ready for a guy like that until he gets through that other level of fighter. Take, for example, a guy like Jose Pedraza. At this point right now, with the experience and the savvy of Jose Pedraza, if he was still at 135, I know he went to 140. I'm not sure that Keyshawn Davis is ready for Jose Pedraza yet. He very well, if you threw him in there, he may be able to do something with him. However, just understand, having not gotten a lot of different looks and not been allowed to grow into his skill set under pressure situations, that could go really wrong with him and Jose Pedraza. Also, I would say he still needs to go through guys like Richard Comey. Richard Comey is a level of fighter where I think that maybe in about, maybe 7 or 8 more fights, I would say he would probably get to the point of progressing to fighting maybe a Richard Comey. I'm not sure if Ray Beltran is still fighting, but then the Ray Beltran level of guy, if it is true, because I did not hear it and I looked for it, that Keyshawn Davis is looking forward to fighting Gervonta Davis at any point in time soon. Nah, man, that more than likely is not going to go in well for him. Now, my understanding is that he sparred with Gervonta Davis before. I've listened to Keyshawn Davis talk before, and Keyshawn Davis himself seemed to understand that he needed more time, that he needed time to develop, and he didn't want to be brought along too quickly. I think that's what you do with a guy like Keyshawn Davis. You make sure that he's seen all of these different looks and that he's actually has the experience, the necessary experience to get in the ring with a guy like Gervonta, who has been in there and done it many times. Now, if people want to talk about Gervonta Davis and say, well, who has Gervonta Davis fought and this and that, Gervonta Davis has fought former world champions. Gervonta Davis has fought guys like, Mario Barrios, and Mario Barrios is no soft touch, right? Especially for a guy that is 5'5", 5'6", really a lightweight fighting at 140. He's been in the ring with Leo Santa Cruz. That is no soft touch. That is a very, very experienced champion in Leo Santa Cruz. And I would never want to see a kid like Keyshawn Davis get put in there with a prime veteran like Gervonta Davis, unless he's gone through and beaten that level of talent. There's absolutely positively no need whatsoever to rush that kid in that fashion. And Gervonta Davis right now, I would just say, and here's the other thing about Gervonta. I actually think that Gervonta Davis, even if Keyshawn Davis was the same experience level, it is still, he's fighting a fight that is pretty much right up the alley of Gervonta, where he is coming in, walking the guy down, looking for big body shots. Man, on a dude who has such a hand speed advantage over him like Gervonta Davis, and I do believe also a punching power advantage over him. Man, that kid can get caught with something ugly where it's just not necessary. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. But I really did appreciate the people coming by the chat. The Rise Podcast, always support the Rise Podcast. That is Gervonta Davis's camp. But man, nah, man, not yet, man. He's a terrific talent though, and I don't want to, and I definitely do not want to be at risk of being considered a Keyshawn Davis hater. But it's just there's ways you go about building fighters and grooming fighters to get them where they're supposed to be. And, guys that get rushed too quick, bad things happen to them. Like Erickson Lubin, I think he just got rushed too quick and something bad happened to him. Just don't want to do it. I think you just want to go through the process and make sure, that the kid has everything that he needs for sure to beat a guy like Gervonta Davis, or, a significantly good chance of beating Gervonta Davis before you want to let him in there, without the headgear and the smaller gloves, because otherwise that's just, that's a disaster waiting to happen. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.